Hi guys, we're going to read you a parable from Jesus. Luke 14:16 through 24, the parable of the banquet. A man prepared a great feast and sent out many invitations. When all was ready, he sent his servant around to notify the guests that it was time for them to come. But they all began making excuses. One said he had just bought a field and wanted to inspect it, so he asked to be excused. Another said he had just bought 5 pair of oxen and wanted to try them out. Another had just been married, so he said he couldn't come. The servant returned and told his master what they had said. His master was angry and said, "Go quickly into the streets and alleys of the city and invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind." After the servant had done this, he reported, "There is still room for more." So his master said, "Go out into the country lanes and behind the hedges and urge anyone you find to come, so that the house will be full. For none of those I invited first will get even the smallest taste of what I had prepared for them."
Hey guys, it's Krissy. So Lina and Eva just read to you the scripture in the Bible here. They just read to you the story or the parable where Jesus talks about a great banquet. And a great banquet is a feast. And so in the story that Lina and Eva read, you heard that there was a really important man who was throwing a big party, and he had like all of his cooks make all this really, really good food, and he invited all of his friends, and one by one, they all decided not to come. They all decided, you know what, I have better things to do. I'm not going to come to my friend's party. I got to do other things, right? That's what they all said. One of them was getting married. One of them just bought a field. Another one wanted to look after his cows, right, his oxen, and they all kind of one by one decided, I'm not coming. So this made the rich man very sad, because he had all this food prepared and he had his house prepared for all these people to come and have a feast with him. And so what he did was he sent one of his men out into the streets, and he said, "I want you to go invite everyone. Go invite everyone. I want people to come." And so the reason why this parable I think is important is because Jesus is talking about the kingdom of heaven. And I'm sure you've heard of those words, the kingdom of heaven. I'm sure you've heard them in Sunday school and kids' church. The kingdom of heaven, we all know that God does things a little differently than we do things, right? Because we're humans, so we can't do things the same way that God does all the time, right? So Jesus here is talking about the kingdom of heaven, which means the way that God does things, okay? And so in the kingdom of heaven, Jesus says, it's like this story in here. In the kingdom of heaven, it's like this, you know? It's like God is preparing this great big huge feast, and he really wants people to come. He really wants all of us to come. And sometimes people choose not to be a part of it, and that's sad. But the good news is that everyone is invited. Everyone, every person that's different, every person that's unique, every person is wonderful, and every person is a guest in the kingdom of heaven. So we just wanted to share that with you guys. And now Lina and Eva are gonna do something here, and we want to invite you guys to do this week with your family too. So I don't know if you have a chance this week, but Lina and Eva decided, since this parable was about food and about making something for someone, right, making a feast for guests, Lina and Eva decided to make some chocolate chip cookies, which is one of our family's favorite recipes. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna share our recipe on here with your family. You're welcome to make it. It's a really good recipe. The cookies are very good. But if you have a favorite family recipe that you guys like to make, we just want to invite you all to do that this week. So if you talk to your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, whoever you live with, your grandpa, whoever it is that you live with, just let them know that you'd like to bake something this week. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give some to our neighbors. We're going to give some to people that we love, and we're going to give some to people that are maybe in need of some cheering up this week. So we're going to give them some chocolate chip cookies. So we want to share this recipe with you guys. So that's what Lina and Eva are going to be doing next. In our kitchen, they're going to be doing a little video of making some chocolate chip cookie dough. So we hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to find out what you guys are going to bake with your family this week.